Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Autumn here today to film my February TBR, and this is I play Uno decides my TBR. So this is round number 2 of Uno chooses my TBR in 2023 since I've changed a little things, and yeah, so every month I play this. I say that it's only the second month, but still, and I roll a d12, and that decides how many cards I pick, and each card has a prompt on it, and I just have to pick a book with that prompt. Pink is KU, blue is audio, purple is physical, so book boxes and stuff, and then green is Kindle. And I do have rewards and punishments, and I did not complete my January Uno TBR, which I will go through all of them in my January stats video that I have coming out in the next week or so. But I am taking a punishment, so whatever I roll on the D12, I will add 2 books to that. So if I roll a 1, it will be 3 cards, if that makes sense. And that's pretty much all of the rules and everything. So let's see how many cards I have to pull. Let's see how many cards I have to pull for Uno in February. And it is 5. Okay. So 5. So I'm actually gonna do I'm filming this, it's the 24th, and I have 5 more books left on my Uno TBR for January. So I'm just gonna add 2 more books. So I'm gonna do 7. I'll just take the punishment of 2 books. And if I do happen to finish the books in January, then I may not read the 2 books I picked for the 7, but we'll go from there. So it's gonna be 5 plus the 2, so let's and last month's cards are right here, and yeah, can I even get a card? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So those are the cards I have. So as you saw, I rolled a 5. So I will I pulled 7 cards. So yay. Card number 1 is a purple 7, and that is to redraw. So I think what I'm gonna do starting next month is that instead of redrawing, I am just going to steal a book from someone's TBR or like a book club read. But let's just see what I would get if I were. Okay, it's an Overdrive. Okay, I'm gonna keep it this month because I actually have a book from Libby, so I'm okay with this one for this month. But going in March, I think I'm gonna change it to book, like still a book from someone's TBR or book club read along book. So card number 1 was a purple 7, which is to redraw. So the one I got was a blue 3, so it's an audio book from Overdrive, or Libby. And this worked out perfectly because I have Beast by Cambria Herbert checked out already. And this one is book number 3, I think, in the House of Misfits, or this could be number 4. I don't remember, but I would really like to finish the series. But I have it checked out already, so I'm super excited to read this one. I've loved every other book in this series. I don't know what this one is other than the series is like modern retellings of fairy tales, so this one is going to be Beauty and the Beast. But yeah, I'm very excited to read this one. Card number 2 is a Kindle Limited Wild and Windy TBR. So just a book from one of the authors going to be at Wild and Windy. So for card number 2, I got a pink 5, which is Wild and Windy TBR for Kindle Limited, and the book I picked was Power by Cassandra Robbins, and this is part of the Blurry Lines series that a lot of authors have written books for. It is a taboo forbidden series. I've read one book. I read the QB Tyler's book in this series and really enjoyed it. All I know about this is that this is her mother's fiance book, so I'm very excited to read this. This is also a new to me author, but she's going to be at Wild and Windy, so I was like, yes, I need to read this. It's fairly short, so yeah, but I'm super excited to read this one. Card number 3 is a blue 3, which is a Overdrive, which is just to get a book from Libby. Card number 3 was a blue 3 again, which is Libby. And for this one, I decided to get the audiobook of The Freshman by Monica Murphy. This is book 1 in the College Year series. This is the bookworm box cover. And I've been wanting to read this and just haven't. And then I put a hold on this and I got it yesterday, so I do have it. So this one will be one of the first books I read in February, so I could return them. But I'm very excited to read this. This is a football romance, and yeah. Card number 4 is a purple 2, which is a physical new to me author. Card number 4 was a purple 2, and that is a new to me author. And for this one, I am going to be reading Love in the Times of Serial Killer by Alicia Thomas, sorry. And I got this at Target. And this is like a next door neighbor serial killer. She thinks he's the serial killer. It looks very good, and I'm excited to read this, and this is a new to me author. Card number 5 is a blue 7, and just out of curiosity, let's see what I would get, and I would get a +2. Okay, so 1, 2, and those would be the cards I would get for the +2. Card number 5 was a blue 7, and that is to redraw a card, and I got a blue +2. So I need to pull 2 more cards. So card number 6 is a blue 6 and it's Audible. Card number 6 was a blue 6, and it is an Audible book, and the one I decided to do for this is Voyager by Diana Gabaldon. This is the 3rd book in the Outlander series. I need to read this. I've been wanting to read this series so I could continue watching this series. I own all of them, and I've only ever watched season 1. I really enjoy it. I just haven't continued on. I have them all on audio. It's just chunky, and it's a historical romance, and I'm not a huge historical romance fan, but it's very floppy and I just need to do it. So I chose this one. If it will happen, I don't know, but it's on this TBR because I have loads of different audiobooks that or Audible books that I could switch this out for, but for the moment it's going to be this one. Card number 7 is a blue skip, so I don't need to pick a book, so that's exciting. Card number 7 is a blue skip, so I don't have to pick a book for it. Card number 8 is a 7. Wow, my 3rd 7. So let's see what it is. It is an audiobook TBR redo. Okay. Card number 8 was a pink 7, and that's to redraw. And the book I got was a blue TBR redo reverse, and the one I am going to do is When Heroes Fall by Gianna Darling. I started this in January on audio and just never finished it, picked other books up, so that's why I'm counting it as a TBR redo, because I did start this and I was enjoying it. I just needed to listen to other things, so yeah. And this is the Mystic Box one. It's super pretty, and this is book 1 in the Anti-Heroes duet. So yeah. Card number 8 is an audiobook part of a series. So any of the audiobooks I have that are part of a series. Card number 9 is a blue one, and that is part of a series. And the one I chose for this is When Heroes Rise by Gianna Darling. This is the 2nd book in the anti-hero duet. Again, it's the Mystic Box. Super gorgeous, and I just figured I might as well finish this duet. I bought both of them using a credit in the month of January on audio, so I figured why not. So yeah, this is like a dark mafia series, but super excited to read this. So I am keeping a tally mark of the colors I get, as you can see. So blue is 3, purple's 3, pink is 7, and green is 7. And I have to take 2 punishments, actually 3 punishments, I realized, because I got 8 blues in this game, and it was at 3, so that totals 10, so I need to take 2 cards. And then purple, I got 2, and it's at 3, so I need to take a punishment for that. So yeah, this TBR keeps growing, but that's okay. So I'm gonna grab the 3 punishment cards. So 1, 2, 3, and those are those. Card number 10, okay, is a purple 4, and it is a bookworm box book. Card number 10 was a Purple 4, and this is bookworm box. And for this one, I am going to be reading Bittersweet Heart by H. Hunting, or Helena Hunting. This one I got in December, and this is the one that's calling to me. And yeah, I'm very excited to read this. This is like a forbidden hockey romance, student professor. So I'm very excited to read this one. It's a little thick, but it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. Oh, is there like a... Oh, that's so cool. It also teaches you how to make a crane. Origami crane, which are on here. So yes, I'm very excited to read this one. So yeah. Card number 11 is a book of the month, and it's a purple 8, which is physical. So just one of my book of the month books. And card number 11 was a purple 8, and that is a book of the month. And for the book of the month, I chose One Last Stop by Casey McQuestion. This is a sapphic romance that came out in 2021 or 2020. 2021. I've just never read this. And I have the audiobook, and it's like a little time travel-y, if I remember correctly. But I have a lot of book of the month books, which is why I stopped getting this, because I had too many. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. As I said, I do have the audiobook of this, so yeah. Card number 12 is a blue skip. Okay, so no book. And lastly, card number 12 was a blue skip, and I don't have to pick a book for this. So those are all of the books I am going to read because Uno chose my TBR, and I'm super excited to read all of these. If you've read any of these, what did you think of them? And which ones are you excited for me to read? And what are you planning on reading in February? And I'll see everyone later. Bye!